I actually can't remember where I put the prologue music at. Oh, there it is.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that's copyright.
That's, yeah.
Yeah, don't do that.
Previously.
You did that so well, though. It's
Yeah.
definitely going to get struck.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone, to Legaia Reborn. Yes, after 3 weeks, Legaia Reborn has been reborn.
Woo!
Yeah, what did we do last time? Session 32, Taste the Rainbow. The red shirts witness a gnome replace a Varcon, which seems to malfunction, failing to restore power to the area. Another Varcon replaced does the trick. The party goes to the wild synesthesia concert, and overstimulated Kaduka leaves early and gets the lay of the village, also discreetly spotting a pair of humanoids that seemed to, I put humanoids, they were humans, that seemed to want to meet the party. After the concert, Loot splits off to look for Saeed, and Trunks follows. Everyone else goes back to their borrowed house to bed down for the night. Initially unsuccessful in finding Saeed, Loot swaps senses and determines that he's bound in a dark place. She sends him ascending, and Saeed responds that he was captured by a ghost. Loot continues her search as Trunks rallies the rest of the red shirts. Running across an invisible being, Luke gives chase, causing the person to drop a Varcon, which falls off the platform and detonates somewhere below. Doing a great job of pursuing, Luke causes the fleeing being to drop several more Varcons, deploying a smoky distraction and striking Luke in the nose, successfully getting away. The rest of the group catches up to Luke shortly after, followed by a local peace officer and contingent of the biomechano-magical Bark Ranger constructs. Bree asks Kaduka to attempt to sneak off with one of the Varcons to study later, but he's caught. All of the red shirts are taken into custody and put into a jail cell. Oh my.
We also, well, a couple of us consented to having some kind of truth spell put on us during the interrogation. Because we're like, it's not what it looks like!
Yeah, as this peace officer and the Bark Ranger escorts take you to the jail, they say, well, that'll be up to, we'll ask leadership and see what they want to do about that. For now, just gonna ask you guys to, just hold tight. He walks you into the jail, and you see it's actually like a couple different jail cells. They're all empty, and they're pretty well furnished. Like, they have carpet. There's like the beds seem like fluffy, and they've got big blankets, and there's like extra folded up blankets on the end of the bed, and there's like a little desk with like a chair and like a lamp and some other kind of contraption, like a black like item sitting on the desk of unknown function. And he opens up the jail and he says, all right, in you go. These things move pretty fast. I mean, I'm guessing you'll only be here for the night.
We'd preferably try to get this over with as quickly as possible, because we were trying to save our kidnapped friend.
Oh, believe me, I think things are going to go pretty fast because, I mean, you're new in town. You're the new exciting thing. Everybody's talking about you. Everybody's going to want to know what goes on with this, so it's going to be expedited. I apologize for the inconvenience. But let me know if you need any more blankets or pillows.
Do you have any stain away? I think somebody threw up over here.
I think Trunks would like
Oh,
some
no.
cheese.
I might be able to get some cheese. It's kind of expensive. But yeah, any other requests?
Oh, this is one of like Swedish jails.
Well, I mean, we wouldn't want you to be like, unhappy or bored. Oh yeah, that little device over there on the desk. You probably never seen one of those. You just kind of like, toy around with it, and it'll keep you entertained.
Is it like a magical Game Boy or something?
I go over and look at the little thing he said would keep us entertained.
Yeah, it's like a little. It's kind of like a little black platform. It's like about yay tall and about like a foot wide, and it seems to have like little glyphs around the edge. And yeah, you like start poking at it, and like holograms are like coming up, and there seems to be like several little like puzzle games you can play on it.
Rifle through my medical kits and take an inventory of everything that I have.
Would they have taken our stuff?
Good
No,
question.
they just left you with all your stuff.
Okay.
Like, I feel like we're in here for like unofficial questioning, so they seem to like not care.
Yeah, did they even like lock the doors?
Oh yeah, they do close the jail cell, but you got all your stuff, and you've got plenty of beds, and they all seem pretty nice. In fact, it's nicer than what you were sleeping on at your house that you were borrowing.
I'm gonna go up to Kaduka and I'm gonna say, I'm so sorry, buddy. That was my fault. I should never have asked you to do that.
I think we're all in this together, no matter what.
I just kind of like pat him on the shoulder. And then I turn to everyone else and I say, so what are we gonna do now? Are we gonna just go to sleep, or are we gonna try to get out, or I'm gonna leave it up to you guys?
If we shift or sleep, maybe we should do it in shifts so we can make sure that we're not missing out on anything happening in here. Maybe any what's the word I'm looking for? Ruckus keeps coming to mind, but it's somebody causing a ruckus. If anything happens, at least one of us maybe should be awake.
Yeah, standing a watch is not a bad idea.
Yeah. Kind of odd that they left us in here with all of our stuff. Do you see anything on the bars? Any kind of runes or anything? Like, what's stopping somebody in here from magicking their way out?
Yeah, can I look around and see if there's any kind of like, I'm thinking security cameras, but it would be more like a scry spell type.
Just a scrying eye in the top corner of the room.
Like something that's watching us.
Make a perception check.
I can feel your scrying eyes.
Oh. Can I help her with perception?
I've got too much guilt. I feel too much guilt. I can't pay attention.
There we go.
Gotcha. Yeah. Bree, you kind of like give a half-hearted look around. Rispit, you notice. So for one thing, the guard isn't far away. They are just like basically like 20 feet down the hall. There's the door to their office, and they're in there. They told you, my name's Dribbleberry. Peace Officer Dribbleberry, and I will be right down the hall there. Just holler if you need anything. And you can see like their feet like kicked up on their desk. Like that's all you can see of them at the end of the hall. But there's two. They left two Bark Rangers just standing in the corner, like two different corners of the room that are just standing there, not moving.
Like outside the jail cell?
Yeah, outside the jail
Oh,
cell.
okay.
Right. Yeah, you guys got a bit of room, especially for like, for the 6 of you. It's like 3 different cells. It's got 6 beds total, like 3 desks. 1 desk each, one. And yeah, they but you don't see anything you think might be some kind of security camera or equivalent.
Okay.
But you do have 2 robots like watching you, basically.
They're just staring at us.
Menacingly.
Well,
I guess, Loot, it's your companion that's been kidnapped and is missing. What do you want to do?
I just want to get this whole process over with. I feel like us trying to be cool vagabonds have gotten us into this situation, so we shouldn't just try to escape. Seems like none of us are good at that.
Okay, so taking watch and trying to get some sleep, I guess, so that we can at least be rested and have our wits about us when something does happen.
They make it seem like it's gonna go fast.
Yeah, okay. I'm willing to take first watch.
I'll take second.
Okay. What else? What other watches? So we got first and second.
I can do third.
Okay.
I'll do fourth.
I'm just putting you guys in order so I can remember.
No, I was just
I
thinking
said
of like. Yeah.
Honestly, I couldn't
second.
remember, and I figured it was a 50-50.
I was just imagining like Breeze like watches over and like Risprit's turn is up like to start, and then it's like the next turn for the watch and Risprit's just sitting there, eyes wide open, unblinking in front of the little like Magic gaming console, and just like no, just give me 20 more minutes. She's like, I've never played this stuff before. This is crazy.
All right, Luke, are you 5th or 6th?
Oh, sick.
Gotcha. All right. Let's see. Everybody, roll me a d20.
Yeah.
Hurt rolls, everybody.
Oh, fact.
Ugh!
At least
Okay.
it wasn't a
Suck it,
nat
Renee.
one.
Only one of us rolled over a 10.
Oof.
Good rolls, good rolls.
I've been in this position before.
Don't worry, we just got to get the bad rolls out first.
Bree, I need you to make a will save.
At least that one was good.
It is pretty good.
What is this firework effects that's going on?
Oh, just sorry, listening to Carmel Denson.
Do you all have access
Understandable.
to the
The FX.
effects?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
Oh
know.
no.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
There's new effects.
Yep.
I forgot about the effects.
Wait, what?
Left hand side.
Oh, that's what's going on. I was so lost. I'll get your fun out now before it gets to pulled.
Yeah, I'm done.
Acid breath. All right. Yeah. Anyway, those are fun.
Just another thing to distract people while the DM's trying to talk.
All right. Bree, it is you do your first watch, right?
Yep.
You're awake. I assume everybody else goes to sleep or tries to. What do you do while you're up?
I might play that little game.
Yeah, it's kind of confusing at first. But you give me a give me an intelligence check. Yeah, you figure it out. You start playing like a little block, like Tetris game, like 3D block Tetris game. You start realizing that some of it is based on like some of the principles of your like, you know, your engineering stuff, your like tinkering type stuff. Like there's like some mathematics involved.
Cool. I also try to be like paying attention. Like I'm on watch. I don't want to be too distracted by this, but
I think I was trying to pose that as more of a like, we don't want to all be sleeping when they come by. Like, all right, let's go do a meeting. Oh wait, never mind. You're all sleeping. Good night.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nothing really happens otherwise.
Somebody drags Trunks away in the middle of the night and Bree's playing her Game Boy Advance.
You look over and Trunks is gone. No, you nothing happens. The Bark Rangers are eerily still. They don't move at all. I take it you go wake up Risprit.
Yeah, when my watch is over, I'd wake up Rispit.
Got it. And you go to fall asleep. Is there anything anybody else like specifically wants to do? Like, is there anything specific, Rispert, you want to do while you're on watch?
Risper would probably like go to the window. Is there a window in this cell?
No windows.
Okay. Would probably kind of just wander around at first and like look, kind of face close to the bars, see like, kind of map out the hallway a little bit, see what can be seen from the cell.
Yeah, like there's like an interesting like they have like designs on the wall, right? There's like kind of like a floral pattern and like swooping vines and stuff. And also you realize that the bars seem to be made out of, they look like they're wood. They look like wood bars, but like you touch them, they're like cold like steel. They
Oh,
seem to be, it's like steel that looks like wood, basically.
this isn't regular wood. This is advanced wood. Oh.
But yeah, you see the guard like shift his stance every once in a while. Gets up, you hear some shuffling of paperwork.
Okay. Yeah, the Risper would just kind of like settle in, then just kind of poke around with the game. You're like, all right, what is this?
All right, make an intelligence check.
An intelligence check.
Yeah, so
Where
just
is-
click int. Should be a blue button. It says int.
Oh, yeah, there it is. I don't know why I had trouble finding that. I was looking right at it.
You get it to turn on. You're not quite sure what anything does. You never actually get a game to start. But
You're just staring at this like sensory like video of a game thing.
you like hit a button and like all of the shapes change. You're not really sure what's going on. It like went to a different game, but like you're just seeing a bunch of shapes change when you hit buttons.
Wow, cool. He's way too amused by it.
It is kind of mind blowing, like that you have like you're like, am I a sorcerer now? Like I'm like creating magic and light with my hands.
Yeah, he's just gonna be very engrossed in whatever the hell this is, even though he's not achieving anything.
Thresh, is there anything you do?
Is there any books in the cell?
There's no books. You know the gnome said to holler if you want anything. That's up to you whether or not you want to test that out.
Yeah, I think so.
He says, "Oh."
Oh.
He like walks down the hall and he says, "Yeah, is there something I can do for you?"
Yeah, do Do you have any books, preferably textbooks?
Textbooks. About what? Like, are we talking like adventure, romance? I've got some. I think I've got some about a lost gnome and his animal companion.
I'm not really into fiction. More like non-fiction, educational books, maybe.
Oh yeah, I've got some technical manuals.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I would appreciate one of those.
He says, "Oh look," he comes back and he's like, "I got the technical manual for the little game system there, and I've got some on the transitive properties of Geiger theory in illusion, and transmutation."
Sure, I'll take that one.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. I found it a fascinating read. It's a little bit, like middle school for me, but it's a good refresher.
Oh, thank you. Go over and sit down, start reading.
It's pretty heavy material. Are you proficient in Arcana?
If I am, I'm not. No, not at all.
Hey, we have a tornado warning.
Oh,
Oh,
Liz is gonna go get the kids.
that's a good idea. You guys have, you have that basement, right?
yeah, they're in the
Yeah,
basement right
We're
now.
already in the basement, so
That's good.
the last time we got a tornado warning, I swear it passed like right by the house because it was funny because I was like, I'll go downstairs if I hear something. I laid down and like 2 minutes later it was like it's just like
Oh shit!
felt like the side of the house is getting torn off, and I was like, all right, I'm going downstairs.
Tornadoes freak me out. Ever since that one in Billings, you remember that, Josh?
Yeah, the Father's Day tornado.
The Father's Day tornado that fucking took out the Metro.
I was not there. I was mom and dad were driving me to see Ronnie, and Ronnie picked me up and
Yeah, they were stuck under that bridge on the way. It was under the overpass. They were stuck like in the truck. And then I was working at the theater, the Shiloh 14, when that was happening.
That's so long.
That was crazy.
Ron, is it still the same there in Illinois to where every time there's a fucking tornado, it's always at night? Like, I swear I never had them happen during the daytime when I lived there, like growing up there.
Very often at night. Very often at night.
Yeah, I don't miss that.
There was one right when I was leaving work recently, and I like had half a mind to just leave anyway. And everybody was like hunkered down. I was like, I'm gonna risk it.
My mom did that, and she drove right through the path of the tornado, going from Effingham to Shelbyville, I think. And the next day, when she went back, there was the top of a frame of a trailer balled up in the field next to where she drove through, and like right there, she couldn't see anything, and her windshield wipers got pulled straight forward off her windshield while she was driving, and she freaked out, so she just floored it since it was a straightaway anyway. And yeah, the next day, seeing that and just like like an alleyway chewed through the tree line of where the tornado went through, it was like, oh shit.
It's always weird being in a situation. It's only happened to me once, I think, but being in a situation where you're like, oh shit, I could have been in like real danger, That happened to me, and I went to Santa Monica one time. I think it was with Dad, and we went up on the pier, or I was swimming in the water, like pretty close to the like the columns and shit. Just like hanging out, swimming around in the ocean water, and then like came back to the shore, and then went up on the pier that was like over the spot where I was just swimming, and I like looked down into the water, and there's this massive swarm of jellyfish, like fucking
like a huge jellyfish bloom.
Yeah, and they were like the ones with like the purpley like flower patterns on top and shit, like just huge
Portuguese
jellyfish.
man of war?
It wasn't Man-O-War, no, they were
Oh.
regular jellyfish.
Because I've seen or like a similar situation, like out on a pier. I've seen Man-O-War around the pier, just like
Yeah.
looking down and being like, "Holy crap! There's people like 50 feet that way."
There was a dude that caught one on his hook, and he was trying to delicately trying to get it off of his fishing hook. And I was just like, "Holy shit, dude! That's insane!" That I didn't I was so close to that area.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Liz is back. Thresh, give me an intelligence check or an Arcana check. Sorry.
Arcana. Okay.
You don't understand anything in this book. You're not sure, if it's in common, for the most part. Like, half the time you're like, this has got to be Gnomish. But there's lots of geometric shapes that are interesting.
Nice. I did my best.
You're like a grade schooler looking at an advanced chemistry book.
Right.
This is
Trunks.
Thresh trying to seem smart. I'm just gonna look at it, the text, and just nod along.
Thoughtful nodding.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know what I'm reading.
Trunks, what do? Do you have anything specific?
Yeah. After a couple minutes, when I feel that Thresh has gone to sleep, I am gonna be like, "Hey, Zodiac, can we absorb this thing?"
The gaming console.
I don't think so. Doesn't seem to be Sarutek.
Yeah.
Seems to be just some kind of magic item.
But it's possible.
No, I don't
Oh.
believe so. Unfortunately.
Okay.
Sorry to disappoint, Trunks.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I'm not.
Yeah, literally the Dumb and Dumber.
Typical Trunks. We wake up from sleeping and he ate the gaming console for some reason.
After attempting to try to integrate this gaming console, I want to play a few rounds on it.
All right. Go ahead and give me an intelligence check. It's it eludes you. You're not sure. You're poking around on it quite a bit, trying to figure out what is what, and you can't seem to get the thing to work.
But did I turn it on?
You did turn it on, yeah.
I'm gonna go to the. I'm like, I'm pretty good at this. I'm gonna yell to the guard. It's like, hey, you wanna compete here?
It's like, oh, I would, but it's a little rudimentary nowadays. I'm not. I used to do it more when I was younger, but yeah, no, I'm gonna pass. I appreciate it though.
So I win by default.
I guess so.
That means you owe me something.
Oh, well,
I'll
really?
get back to you on that, and I'm gonna leave.
Okay, I'll take note of that. Trunks, something. Okay, got it.
Right.
Oh
And
no!
then I'll pass it on to
the candy bar.
Kaduka, and as Kaduka comes by, I'll be like, that guard owes me a favor now, and I'm gonna go back to bed.
Kaduka, do you have anything you want to do while you're awake?
Yeah. First, I'm gonna ask Siren what happens to them when we fall asleep.
Well, we also enter a state of inactivity. You see, your physiology and my physiology are now intertwined. We are as one. There are things that you can do that I can't, and there are things that I can do that you can't. And together we augment each other.
Like a liminal state between, or a little space
States
between
of
states of being. Not
Not
quite
quite
dead,
alive.
not quite alive. It's similar to a constant state of sleep paralysis.
Oh God!
I'm I'm going to stare at the book that Thrash was reading and not read it, but try to spend the rest of my time figuring out who asked for this book in this cell and which one of my teammates was trying to read this. And I look at Trunks and I go, no way. No.
Snores really loud as you look at him.
You can make it. You can make a perception check for a sense motive to see if you can try to suss out.
Oh wow!
Oh wow!
This is like a noir investigation where you're just monologuing to yourself.
I'm going. Yeah, exactly.
Couldn't be him. He ain't the sharpest prickle in the bunch. He ain't even the bluntest either. He's down there though.
My mind goes to Bree, but no, Bree. Of course.
It's the perfect crime.
Great. Loot on your watch. Do you do anything?
No.
No?
Luke's literally just gonna sit.
How's Loot feeling right now?
Not good.
Not good. Yeah. Just kind of like thinking about like the recent events, like since you've got to the town.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's understandable. You can see the sun rising, or like evidence of the sun rising as it kind of like filters through like the door cracks on the exterior door, and you're awake sitting there with your thoughts as Bree is having a dream. Bree is asleep. Bree, you find yourself standing at the edge of a forest clearing. Looking around, it looks familiar. It looks like somewhere in the Lurkwood. It's not a very big clearing, but you're standing at the edge, but you're like inside the tree line. So like there's a few trees before you can see a clearing, and you see somebody standing there.
Do I recognize this person?
You don't have a good look at them right now. You'd have to get closer.
I attempt to get closer.
Yeah, and you start to move closer, and it's this weird thing. It's like your mind in the dream is not letting you see this person. You know that if you get closer, you'll be able to see them, but like for some reason you look around the tree and you're just like you can't like focus, and you start to get closer and you see this interesting sight where the entire clearing, like the grass is green, there's flowers, there's like a stump off to the side, and it's all well lit like it's day. But you look up and it's a starry night with no trees above you. And there seems to be give me a this would be easy enough to know. You've heard about elves. This you think, oh, who's this human woman, I assume, but like she's got pointy ears. It must mean she's an elf.
Don't we have an elf on Rakana?
No, you have
Got
a
a human.
Oh. No elf. Okay.
No elves, but you're like, oh, she looks kind of like, the same build as Sariel, the one elf that you know, or the one human that you know, but she's got these pointy ears. She's a little more slender. She's a little shorter.
Oh.
Oh no! I think the
Oh no. Bree, you still there?
Nope.
Oh shit.
They just lost internet, I think.
Yeah.
Shit. Goddamn tornado.
Alright, we will be positive.
So what favor should I ask for this guard?
In the I don't know.
Oh, he's back.
Hello?
Yeah,
hello?
we could hear you guys the whole time.
Oh
yeah,
shit.
I can hear you guys, no problem. No interruption.
Weird. That's so weird.
You had
So you're
down, you had
Oh,
down
we lost him,
but
and I'm like, hello, I'm still
So you
here.
didn't hear me you heard me shit talking you the whole time?
It was
Yeah,
a one-way
I heard
mirror.
that. I heard
Oh
that.
shit, I'm sorry.
you had down but
Take
no up.
take -1 inspiration.
No!
Or -1
Oh,
hero.
I thought I was gonna be like, oh, thank God I don't have to repeat it.
What was the last thing you heard? I was just standing in the clearing.
her build
Yeah,
definitely
so
must be
she's-
an elf. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's turned a little bit away, and she seems to have her hands down, and she seems to be fiddling with something. And her hair is like very straight. Sariel has no hair; like she completely shaves her head. This woman has long, like light hair of like gold. And you're looking at her, and she seems to like almost glow. And she stands there, and she's fiddling with something, and it is completely quiet in this grove, or in this clearing. And there's a pause as you walk up. No indication that she's seen you at all yet.
I would keep approaching her.
You keep approaching. Do you say anything at any point? You're now like 20 feet away, 15 feet. How close do you want to get?
I mean, I don't think I would say anything, but I think I would try to like tap her on the shoulder to like get her
Okay.
attention.
You go to reach up to tap her on the shoulder, and she says something. She says, "Family is important, isn't it?" And then she suddenly turns to you, and her eyes are missing.
Ooh.
And you come out of the dream, and you are sweating. You jolt up in your bed. Loot. I don't know if it shocks Loot for you to suddenly jump up. But Loot sees you do that. As everybody is starting to also stir. Bree, you are fatigued.
Okay.
Which you can put on your character sheet when you get a chance. You do not feel good. Like you feel tired. You feel like you didn't get a good night's sleep.
Wait, all of us or just Bree?
Just Bree.
So a 26 will save was not enough?
Yep.
Holy shit.
Oh man, these
That was the
beds are so
success
comfortable.
Nice.
By the way, stick hybrid theory shirt. Deal.
Thanks.
Yeah.
We got it at Hot Topic when we went there with my dad and the kids. He wanted to buy him some stuff, and I was like, they want to go to Hot Topic, I'm sure. So we went there, which was funny because I was like, I haven't been to a Hot Topic in a long time, and I was like, I liked Hot Topic back in the day.
It hasn't changed.
It hasn't
As-
changed at all. I'm like,
Somebody-
this could be. I'm not gonna know anything in there, and then I look at the wall of shirts, and I'm like, that's just my music.
Somebody
Purchasing.
posted a picture of like Hell of a Boss stuff in the windows or like Has Been Hotel, and they were like, Hot Topics changed a lot, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? It was Invader Zim when I was like a teenager.
Yeah.
Like, it hasn't changed
Still
at
there.
all. Like,
There's
it's the same
Other
shit.
IPs like that have been added, but like it's mostly the same stuff.
I'm pretty sure they still sell Invader Zim stuff too.
It is, yeah.
Oh yeah, they
There's
do.
Invader
Absolutely. Invader Zim was like Has Been Hotel's like the Invader Zim for
Yeah.
Zimmers.
Yeah, I wanted to tell the kids that were working there. It was like Invader Zim was coming on when I was in high school.
Back in
I
my
watched
day.
Invader Zim as it came out.
Fuck.
Ultra PB.
Ultra PB. I just watched it again recently. I just watched all of the original Invader Zim.
So good.
Nice.
So good. The
Way
wetting.
shorter than I
that one's
remembered it
probably my
being.
favorite.
Anyway, you
Uh.
guys are awake.
Wake.
Did you guys get great sleep or what? These beds are awesome.
Yeah, I got pretty good sleep. Yeah, surprising.
Smells weird in here.
Bree just doesn't say anything at all.
No, it's weird.
Just seething in the corner.
So there somebody bursts in like to kind of like the receiving area of this little jail, and they kind of run in, and it is Zephyrington.
Hey, Zeph.
Have we seen them since we got arrested?
Nope.
So that last I saw, we were going to bed and we were like, "Oh, good night," and now we're in jail.
Yep.
There's all-
Yep, we're
I stopped by your guys' place first thing in the morning, and I was a little surprised to find out you weren't there. What did you guys
Yeah.
do?
Well, it's what they think we did. It's not what it looks like.
It was the after party.
Well, all right. They're going to have your hearing today, which is pretty fast. Hopefully we have time to prepare. It's tonight. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try to get you some counsel. These sort of things happen quick, but this is like really quick.
Okay.
We should have somebody
Hey guys,
look into.
are we gonna
s-
tell him? Yeah, because we need to find.
We should
Oh.
look for have him look for Saeed or.
Yeah, we should fill him in on like everything. Basically, like give a rundown of like a play-by-play of what happened, like the full truth, because he seems to be on our side. I don't know. Does anybody object to us like giving him everything, basically?
No.
Are we gonna
Nope.
include the part where we tried to
Tried to keep-
that part?
Because like I mean, we giving the truth behind why we were trying to keep one.
Borrow?
Well, borrow, yeah, in order to like figure
We
out
just
why
wanted
they've been
to-
defective,
Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
and then yeah.
All right, so you basically share everything then.
We're probably doing this in like a frantic way to where like one of us is like and the other one like cuts off like
They take in all this information and they're like, okay, first things first. I'm gonna go find you someone to help you prepare for tonight's hearing. Secondly, I'll try to look into your missing companion. Thirdly, I think I'm going to start looking into this Varkon situation. You've piqued my curiosity. I thought it might not be a big deal, but I don't know. Maybe there's something to that.
And be careful in your investigation, because whoever that was we were chasing might have been afraid of us, but we don't know if they aren't dangerous.
Yeah, good point. I am not a combatant. Okay.
If you need a hand, you can ask the guard there. He owes me a favor.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll talk to him about it. But I probably won't get too deep in the weeds until you're out and able to rescue me in case something happens.
Okay.
I'll do some digging though. But first things first, I'll be back. And Zeffrington runs off.
Can you remind me, DM, of did we get a good look at the person that escaped?
He was
They
invisible.
were completely invisible
The whole time?
the
Yeah.
whole time.
Okay. So the answer is no. Probably not.
Right.
The most we could have figured out is like what their like shoes sounded like or something, but I doubt there's any. I don't know. Was there anything unique about their run? Like, did they have like weird metal bits on the bottom of their shoes that we could hear, or anything like that?
Footprints. What size shoe?
So Loot was the only one. I assume you guys are all talking about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loot was the only one that actually was there chasing him down close enough to get any of this information. So if Loot wants to make a perception check, she can.
Cool. Perception check, is it?
Perception, yeah.
Precipitation check.
Bottom right.
I had to read.
It's all good. That's pretty good. The footfalls. It's 26 is pretty good. What is the standard DC for this level? Let me look at something real quick. There we go. Okay, you guys are level 6?
Yes.
Yeah.
20 actually.
So the footfalls were, if it was a gnome, you're thinking they're probably a little bit pretty average build based on how you feel the physicality of the boots or shoes or whatever they're wearing hitting the ground. But the thing that did, the one thing you feel like you might have noticed more is that they seem to have something flowy. It was either like a dress or a robe or a cape or something like that. You heard something kind of very slightly kind of whipping around in the wind, especially when they were taking corners and stuff, or like near an object that it would brush. It wasn't like tight clothing, basically.
Okay. I Loot would keep this in too.
So, hearing sight, obviously you didn't see anything except for the time when they caused like a smoke cloud somehow. Smelling, you didn't smell anything except for the smoke. I don't think you tasted anything. And felt. Yeah, it's definitely felt like a fist when it struck your nose.
What?
Pretty sure you felt 2 like knuckles. You would guess gnome hands. Which doesn't help a whole lot. Most of the people around here are gnomes. You've seen 2 humans so far, and there's 3 rat folk.
So that rules out 5.
It rules out 5 people.
Hmm.
You spend. You can all get your hit points back if you're missing any. You spend the day in the jail cell. A little, not too long after this conversation, someone shows up, and they're like whistling to themselves. You hear the door open. You hear like some whistling and some sauntering.
Ugh.
Is this like menacing, like whistling, or is jolly?
All whistle.
Jolly. Um, and in walks the entertainment recruiter, Margaret Filigris, and she says, "Oh, talk to me, baby."
Oh,
You guys got yourselves locked up. That's unfortunate.
wait, is this the? Did you say this was the like that bad magician guy?
That was a lovely show yesterday.
Oh,
Thanks for
No,
the branch
this is-
tickets.
So when you were at dinner, a lady came by that gave you her card that said that she wanted to recruit you to do some form of entertainment.
oh, okay. For a second
Well,
there,
yes,
like
the
the way it
branch
was
seat tickets,
described.
all right?
Yeah, she's the one that gave you the branch seat tickets to the concert.
Synesthesia.
Okay.
Yeah. She's like got a wacky like hairdo and she's got lots of colors. He says, "Well, I guess you're stuck with me now."
All right.
So I got the lowdown. I got the lowdown. Your friend Zeph. Yeah, Zeffy, he they filled me in.
So where do we go from here?
Representing us, I guess. So yeah. Well, how does the system work here?
Well, it's it's not like basically they're gonna tell what they think happened. You're gonna tell what you think happened, and then the Arcane Council will rule on it, and they'll hand out judgment whether or not you're guilty or innocent, and if you're guilty, what kind of punishment there will be. It's pretty simple. But we gotta punch it up, you see. I want you to tell me all the details. I want you to tell me, like, where you're from, why you came here, how you got here. I want to know everyone you talked to. I need to know, like, things that you did, stuff that puts you in, like, a good light, you know? Stuff that's really gonna, like, pop in their minds, right? And make them, like, think that, like, hey, these rat people aren't that bad.
We're on an expedition here to recover like old relics and like family memorabilia and things like that from the Warren, like the down below. We didn't actually even know that there were any gnomes here.
All right. Well, okay, so we're starting off a little weak. We're treasure hunting. Okay, treasure hunting. That's what you're doing, right? Looking for treasure. We're looking for things that like tug
like
on the
heirlooms.
heartstrings, right?
Like
We're
family
trying to
heirlooms.
find a little girl's lost dolly. We're trying to find a wedding ring that fell off as your people were escaping, right?
We're also investigating the mist.
We do actually have a list of things that people are looking for, so I'd probably show her the list.
All right,
Yeah, good
yep,
call.
yep, yeah. Most of that's garbage, 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 garbage. All right, we need to come up with something more exciting. All right, look, we don't have that much time. I gotta go. I got like permits and stuff that I gotta get filled out. I got preparations to make. I need an audio engineer. I need a visuals engineer. I need oh man,
Yeah, how does that all
merchandising?
help the?
Should we tell her about the person we
Wait,
were
is this for
chasing?
the thing, the trial?
Oh yeah, yeah. No, this is all part of it.
Guys, I think the trial is like theater. Like, you gotta put
Oh,
on a
no.
show.
What's this? Ace Ventura, the avian book man?
Huh?
Shoot, I don't know where I was going with this. I don't know how to integrate
Look, you
characters.
think about the beginning, the middle, the end, right? As you describe things, I'm gonna have somebody helping you out with the audios and visuals, okay? But I got kind of like a rough idea where we're going with this, all right? So you cats hang tight. They're gonna come get you. I will see you there. I gotta run. Toodles.
Friend was kidnapped.
Your friend was kidnapped? Use that. And then she runs out.
I forgot we
Stole a
didn't mention
sandwich
that.
once. Do you think that'll be helpful?
What?
You stole a sandwich?
Not here.
Oh. Hades speaks up and says, I think you might want to avoid incriminating yourself further.
So we're supposed to tell stories about ourselves?
This
Or are we
doesn't.
supposed to say what happened?
This doesn't seem like any kind of court I've ever heard of.
I think we need to like use some of our abilities to like put on a show. Like maybe I can, and this might be super dangerous, but phase bolt something that like someone throws in the air and as like a show.
That seems awfully dangerous.
That sounds like a brilliant idea, says Bahamut.
Oh no. It's like if Idiocracy was fantasy in courtroom. Like, ooh, flashy lights, fireworks, ooh, innocent!
I object that they interrupted me while I was watching. Now my balls!
Yeah.
I mean, does anyone else have anything that would be like flashy but not dangerous?
I
I
got this. And I hold up my little Rats King flail thing. Makes me feel better. Mechanically, sidebar. I've got +1 to like the diplomacy type checks, intimidation, that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
all we can do is like make an aura, you know, my elemental aura, but
well,
like
if you want flashy, I can launch a fireworks display.
in the courtroom.
I mean, this might be in like an amphitheater type thing.
Yeah,
If they're
that's what
putting on
I'm-
shows,
Oh.
I'm
Like
guessing
on a
it's in
freaking
like.
stage.
It's back at the same stage. I'm guessing.
Oh no, you're probably right.
Hopefully, wherever it is, it's not very flammable.
Well, I got some water to splash it out if we have to.
That's right.
Yeah, I think the
Release
fireworks
the
idea might be good.
waves.
Hmm.
You Rosaru are, speaking up, trying to be, in on it.
Yeah, I got a new ability, but like it's kind of dangerous for things near me, like close to me. Can't really be using that.
Prove it.
No.
Oh. Alright.
We're in a jail cell.
I've
Yeah,
got
that's a perfect
explosive
place.
leap where I can like jump really high. I don't know if that'll come in handy.
Hmm. I'm pretty good at acrobatics. I'm an expert in acrobatics.
Maybe it would be a good idea to find another Yosoki and get their advice on this whole
Where-
legal system.
Were the only other Yosoki like,
Lute's family
Lute's parents.
And
and
Lute's
sister.
Yeah. Because everybody else has been gnomes, or wasn't there? Do we see an odd one out with like
I
taller
think
people
2
or something?
humans, didn't we say?
Yep, we saw 2
Yeah.
humans.
They were looking for something.
They were looking for you guys.
Oh, wait a second. Lute, was the invisible person? Were they tall? Did they feel tall?
You don't think so?
If I had to guess, they were probably a gnome.
Damn it. That only narrows it down to almost everyone in this village.
-5. I have
Minus
my notes
5.
over here.
Wait, 5. There's 6 of us in here.
Well, I wasn't counting us. Oh, 6 plus 5 minus.
Like Risper's just rubbing
Carry
their
the 1.
temples, like, ah, God.
I'll save that problem for later. Do we get a phone call or a message sent to friends or family?
You asking the guard?
Yeah.
They say, are you able to send messages?
I can write a message.
Yeah, I gotta kind of stay here.
What about one of these bark rangers?
Eh, I don't know. What are you
they
trying to
even
get a hold of
capable?
anyway?
The Flower Snuff family.
Oh yeah, nice folks. I bought a flower arrangement from them recently.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you know where they're at?
Oh yeah, I know where they live.
Oh, perfect. I'll start writing this message. And I go back to the cell to start the message. So what do we want to tell them?
Leviathan.
Yes. Is there some way that I can assist you?
Are Rasaru capable of lying?
Yes. Given the right, we are not incapable of lying.
Was kind of hoping that we could present you as a infallible witness.
I see.
I mean, we've offered to let them like truth.
Yeah. They're like, I don't know what that would be, or hopefully they don't make us drink anything without knowing any side effects, but
Yes, unfortunately, that anyone that would be swayed by that kind of argument might know that we are a symbiotic species, and it would be a poor quality for an intelligent symbiote to have motivations different than their bonded partner. So we, your lived experiences are our lived experiences. Over time, we will empathize more and more. Our goals will align naturally.
Okay. So if we were to, say, venture off the path of good, you would be kind of tethered along with, so to speak.
Yes. If you decide to change your personality, if it is a sudden change, there may be, we may be at odds, but over time, we would naturally gravitate to empathizing with whatever position you have.
Good thing none of us are sociopaths.
That might make things difficult.
Oh. Thought we lost you there for a second.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
It just hitched for a second and then sped up to catch up. Okay. Okay.
I
Alright,
fold this
anybody else
up
got
into
any
a piece of
ideas?
paper and I give it to the guard.
Great. Do you have an 8 intelligence? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, actually?
Right after saying like we can't do anything with that, you're like, "Hey, here you go."
Yeah, yes, actually.
Double down. I like it.
I am both the smartest and dumbest person on this team.
It's like smart versus knowledgeable.
No, you're not smart or dumb. You're eccentric. I just did the like SpongeBob rainbow motion. Yeah.
Imagination.
Ooh. Thresh. You are probably the most likely to be familiar with side effects of things on our bodies. Do you happen to know of any like weird side effects of like truth serums or anything like that? Have you read about any of those? Should we be worried?
Would I know something like that?
Make a medicine check.
Cool.
You have heard of you've heard you don't necessarily know the like what would be used to make them, but you have heard of tinctures that would force someone to tell the truth. Yeah.
But are there
Yeah,
any
there's-
harmful side effects tied to them?
Other than the harm of outing oneself in a bad situation or telling something that you don't want to tell, no, not really.
Okay. Cool. Well, I mean, they wouldn't give us anything harmful, right? They're nice people. Rooster's having second thoughts.
I don't know if it sounds like they're gonna do the truth serum thing anyway. It sounds like there's gonna be some kind of show.
Okay.
You can't handle the truth.
So then we.
You know, it's
need to
funny,
prepare
I-
performance.
There is a level 6 truth potion. That's Pathfinder for you.
We need a level 2.
Oh yeah. Any of you that could make alchemical stuff, as long as you could get the, ingredients, you'd be able to make it.
Can I ask the guard how the trial process works?
Oh yeah. So as he's about to start talking, someone bursts through the door. You hear like the pitter patter of feet as Lute's parents burst in, and they're all out of breath. Oh, we heard you guys got arrested. Well, I mean, I get I know what rumor is going around now. You were somebody was saying you were stealing Varkons.
It's not what it looks like.
Okay.
Trunky,
No,
that letter traveled really fast.
Yeah,
Is
Trunks is
Trunks
like still holding
yeah,
the one.
is Trunks
letter.
still sticking his arm through the fucking bars right now?
Oh, he grabs the letter and he opens it up and says, "How does court? Oh, court system. Okay, court. How does court system work?
I lean over to him like I wrote in cursive.
That's good handwriting.
What the hell is cursive?
You cursed them?
Don't read that letter.
But we. Oh, I. So what? Did they tell you when your hearing is?
Today?
Tonight.
Tonight.
Tonight? Oh no. Oh,
Is that
hopefully
bad?
we can get tickets.
Take it.
Tickets.
Yeah, we've spectators. We got to be there for it. They like looking. They're talking with each other.
Somebody is charging for tickets for our court appearance?
They kind of have a realization. It seems. He starts like rubbing his temple, and she says, the gnome guard is kind of standing there like smiling, like, she's like, things are different here. Not necessarily better.
Hmm.
It's theatrical. The gnome guard's like, yeah, it should be a pretty good time.
A good time?
Well, maybe not for you folks, but for everybody else.
Swear to God, if we like it opens and they did like the Law and Order like dun dun thing. Okay, so how often do the accused in these hearings and Richard's doing like air quotes get acquitted? That's the right term, right?
I mean, there isn't a whole lot of crime in the city. The dad says, yeah, it's the
Oh.
the punishments usually aren't all that severe. I hate to see anything happen to you guys though. Like you just got here, and we were still hoping there'd be a chance to, maybe catch up, or get to know you all. Everything's just moving so fast.
Have
Worst case scenario, how bad's the sentencing?
Might be, I don't know, they might put you to work 2-3 weeks, something like that. It depends on how much of an impression you can make. They may give you, they may be lenient, because you're, visitors and guests, and you've you're new and exciting and broken the mold of our kind of repetitive situation here.
Wait. Are you telling us that the most boring side in court here is the one that loses?
Kind of.
Oh no.
I think some evidence is important. If you fabricate a story that is too outlandish, that no one believes it, then it can kind of go the other way.
So then if we tell an exciting story of how we were accidentally mistaken for thieves while we were chasing down a thief themselves, that might be exciting enough.
Yeah, if there's any kind of evidence that can back that up or prove it, I don't.
Oh no. Uh oh.
know. Or any of you play an instrument?
Oh, do I play an instrument?
You play an instrument?
Well, not good, but put something in my hands, you'll hear sound.
I'm afraid we're not going to be very much help, and the more time we spend here, we might not get tickets. I imagine this is going to sell out pretty fast, and we want to know what the verdict is as soon as possible. So
There isn't like a reserved spot for family.
there may be, if we might be able to talk to somebody, but we.
Guard! We need tickets for them. Front row seats to the trial.
Just ask our representative, what's her name? And I give him the name because I'm sure Bree remembers it.
It's,
Margaret Filigris?
Yeah, tell her we want you guys to be there.
Oh, Margaret. Okay. Yeah, we'll try to find her.
Is everything okay between you guys and Margaret?
How's her
She's-
counseling?
She's eccentric. I don't
Been
know
a lot
if
of that
she-
word going around today.
I don't know if I've ever seen her do any legal counsel.
Oh.
I mean, she's fairly entertaining, well received.
Are the people going against us? The other side, are they always the same?
Yes,
Yeah, what are we up against?
they're they serve a function as legal experts in the city. There might be one or two, depending on how much of a spectacle they want to make.
Wait. Oh, what if we did a dramatic reenactment of the chase? Like, is there... is
That
this a
could
stage?
work. I mean, I would work on it. Try to figure out something entertaining to do, something compelling.
Okay, I'm gonna start to work on fake. I'm blanking on all kinds of names here, but the thing we stole or tried to steal.
Varkons?
The Varkon.
Archon.
I'm gonna start working on making fake Varkons so that in the dramatic reenactment we can show the one that went overboard, and we can have an explosion that maybe can be the fireworks as it explodes down below.
I can make kind of explosions.
I mean, I have explosive stuff too. I can actually probably even make it so it explodes safely. Because I have that kind of stuff and that kind of... So I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to make some fake Varkons.
Okay.
I can narrate.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, yeah, so you had a long rest, right? Everybody but Breeze, well rested. You got all your hit points back. You got all your abilities back. Loot, you've got all your spell slots. 3 third level, 3 second level, 3 first level. In case you wanted to re-prepare anything you think might be useful.
And we should all have 3 hero points at this point in time, because it's 9 o'clock.
It is later in the day as the it's working its way toward dusk.
How'd my Varkons turn out?
You made something that looks pretty good. Like, given your current situation, you made something that anybody could definitely pick out that is supposed to be a Varcon. That's seamless.
Ooh. Ooh, we can separate the whole thing into like 3 acts. Like Act 1 will be us coming to the conclusion that something happened and we're searching for our friend. Act 2 can be the chase sequence, like through the through the trees and everything like that. And then Act 3 can be the final encounter where we were duped by the runner, and we tried to send Kaduka out with the one of the. God, I keep forgetting it now too. The Varcon. Sending him out with a Varcon to, so we can hope to figure out what they were doing with it.
Or
And then
we
us
could
getting
tell
caught.
it in like a confusing order, like Whisper Tarantino.
Oh yeah, we could start at the end and then jump back to the beginning and then go to the middle and then the beginning again and then the end.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got here.
I honestly think we should try it.
That actually might be good.
Sneak it away
Yeah,
with.
that might be entertaining. I actually like that a lot.
That's great.
Oh my goodness! All right.
If only we had some kind of abrasive sound that made like signaled something stopping abruptly when we said, I bet you're wondering how we got here.
So they more peace officers show up. A contingent of bark rangers, and they manacle each of your hands gently. They're very nice about it. They're actually probably not the hardest things to slip out of if you tried hard enough, because they don't want to, like, they're like, ooh, is that too tight? Maybe I can loosen that up a little bit, as they like manacle, but you're all chained together, manacled, and as they start to walk you out of the jailhouse, a couple of the bark rangers press a glyph on their chest, a little black glyph, and all of a sudden, it seems like a miniature version of the same technology that shielded the arena from outside, being able to see outside and in, kind of covers you, and the
Was it like shrouding us from the public eye?
and as they walk, you can hear it actually, like, it dims sound, it dims light, and the peace officer leading you is outside of the bubble, ahead of you. You kind of hear like a hushed, kind of like things like whispers on the wind, but otherwise pretty quiet. As you walk along, you kind of just hear your footsteps against the planks of the various walkways that you go across, and the clinking of the chain. Some of you might feel nervous at this point. It's kind of a pretty long, like 20 minutes, kind of eerie walk, and at some point the peace officer walks into the bubble as you stop, walks into the bubble and nods to the bark rangers, and they hit the sigil on their chest, and the bubble dissipates, goes down, and you are standing in the Prestofab arena, center stage, and there's an uproar from the crowds as the seats in the stadium are packed. All of the branches, just gnomes as far as you can see, and 360 degrees around you almost. The like can light fixtures are like flashing. There's like some music pumping. There's like people are like throwing confetti. Like people are doing the wave. It's going crazy in here.
So everybody remembers their parts, right?
You should give me a reminder.
Oh no, we're screwed.
As you know, the crowd starts to die down, like everything goes dark, and then like some like bells are heard, dong dong, and then there's like some crazy strobes going off, and one of the Arcane Council starts marching out like it's this is like an entrance to like a WWE like entrance as he's walking out and he's strutting, and it is oh, forgot what his name is. Blavadavicus the Illustrious with his black pompadour and his kind of droopy eyes, and he's just saunters up with his like it's like you know, like a sleeveless trench coat with too many buckles on it, and he saunters over to like a box seating kind of thing, and he's like waving to everybody, right? And then there's like another entrance with all these flower petals that are raining from the sky as Dippity Giolata in her flowy gown, you know, gracefully floats on her way to the box seat. And then another entrance with percussive elements and lots of gears turning. You see like the whole dome turns into like gears like that are like moving just all over the place. And uh, Crank Sprocket is being carried on like a like he's in a chair. They've got 4 gnomes that are holding like the chair that are like carrying him out to the box seat, and then when he gets out they've got to all help him and he can barely move.
Hmm. Hey guys, do you think we're trying to appeal to them or the crowd?
Both?
Yeah, I'd say both.
Well, if we can get the
Both is
crowd
good.
on our side, maybe that, like, if the people in the like stage turn against us, then the crowd might drown them out, you know. Hey, Kaduka, you got a firework ready?
I can do fireworks.
All right, we're just gonna turn and like arms out, just to, like holler to the crowd, like, "Thank you for coming out tonight. Are you ready to have a good time?" It's like, no.
Yeah, give me a performance check.
Versus trying to hide that he's just like super fucking nervous.
All right, yeah, not bad. People are like, woo, and like the the Arcane Council turns to you and looks at you and says, Dippity Giolata speaks up and he's like, okay, now, order. We haven't gotten quite to that part yet, but I do appreciate your enthusiasm, Mr. Risprit. Before we continue on, a few points of order. I would like to introduce our legal counsel, representing the great town of Chlorinon, and like
Boo, boo.
your boos are kind of drowned out as everybody starts cheering. As 3 gnomes start marching down toward the stage area towards you. One is like in very like suit attire, and they're like, Bimbo, brief spark, and he like pulls out a briefcase and he opens it up and like there's like pyrotechnics come out of the briefcase and he's like, ooh, does like one of these things is that like fireworks are shooting out and he closes it and like puts it down on his side. Then there's like uh and now Tinksy make objection, and she's like puts up her arms and she puts out her finger and she goes objection. Everybody's like wow. They like there's like a big like cheer from it. And Wobbles Scrimbleshanks and like this like very clown looking like gnome is like you see now he's balancing on like a ball that he's like rolling underfoot and he's like juggling knives and like they like start like he starts to like mess up and they start like almost impaling him and everybody's laughing laughing as like one of the knives like punctures the ball and he gives like a mwah, 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 like sound effect. These appear to be the three lawyers that you're that are up against you.
Damn, if only we had Phoenix right.
Bimble Brief Spark says, today, good citizens of Chloron, we will be exploring a crime in 3 parts.
Oh.
Part 1. Where did these Yosoki, so-called Yosoki, come from in the first place?
So
Part 2. What are their motivations? What makes them tick? Tick. Tick. 3. What crime was committed? People are like, ooh.
They took our 3-part idea.
Don't worry, we're gonna do it better. Watch, he's gonna just sequence edit it like, you know, a linear fashion. We're gonna really like catch their attention.
And Tinksy Make Objection says, but first, we are going to hand it back over to the illustrious Arcane Council for their initial verdict. And there's like a hush befalls the crowd. Crank Sprocket stands up and says, execution! And there's like everybody goes like there's like an audible gasp from everybody in the in the crowd and the lawyers like look at each other like real quick and like
what the shit?
Tinksy adjusts her tie.
Whisper like turns to the crowd and does like a very exaggerated like scared face like oh no, like trying to play the crowd angle.
I love it. Great. Give me another performance check.
Oh shit.
Okay, all right.
Only
all right.
getting better.
Yeah, the crowd seems to be warming up to you.
I'd probably give a shocked face because I'm actually shocked that they're talking about executing us for this.
Yeah, that
You don't even have to act for that one.
No, I do not.
That one word rings out. Deputy Giolotta stands up and says, oh, well, that, I think, personally, I feel is a little extreme. I think that a suitable punishment would be a community service. And there's a little bit of a like kind of a disappointed like it's like kind of like a resigned like yeah maybe, but like execution was gonna be more interesting. Then Blavidavicus, there's like a hush as he like raises an eyebrow and he looks at all of you and makes some faces and some poses. I don't think execution is us, you know? It just doesn't seem very Chloronon. Community service. It's been done. But I'm gonna go with banishment. They must leave here and never come back. Exiled back to their own home. There's another like, ooh, it's kind of like Dippity Giolata says, well, banishment was a punishment that we were not able to dole out before. Now that the mist is gone, I guess banishment is on the table.
But we have to figure out the mist.
So she says, I will now hand this back over to our lovely council to proceed in these proceedings. And she sits back down and then like starts eating something that somebody brought her, like popcorn. Wobbles kind of like saunters up, like goofily like bounces up to you. I guess I'll go first. Well, I posit that these Yosoki came from the mist, and like all of a sudden there's like a mist that starts to like fill up the dome, you know. It's like and like kind of like it's like rolling across the ground, and then there's like a shadow of like some like rat folk like kind of hunched around like a campfire, just like shadowy like nondescript rat folk. It's like they it's not their fault that they were trapped in the mist and had to fight to survive and had to cannibalize each other. And there's like another like a rat folk like jumps on another rat folk and is like biting it, and then like they kind of like disappear as like into the mist. And
Objection!
you yell objection.
Yeah.
There's like a big like
Wait, aren't these opening remarks? Are you objecting to open?
You're gonna have to wait your turn, Mister. He like trips over and falls over, and everybody's like, ah, ha, 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 ha. We'll get to your objection here in a moment.
Damn.
And I think that things were hard on them, but when the mist disappeared, they said, we have an opportunity to branch out and improve our lives. What can we do? We can steal from Chloronon. Okay. Yosoki, if that's really what you are, you say your piece. As they kind of like clear out to the outer edge of the arena, you see like Marganet Filigris and like a couple of gnomes at like a table of like switches and dials and stuff. And Marganet's like gives you the thumbs up.
Who has the best like persuasion like type stuff?
Me. Probably,
Oh,
I assume.
All right, so
Fucked.
you should go tell the story. You should tell the story of why we came here. Tell the story
Well-
of the tree and the dragon and.
So we're just to the opening remarks, right? We're not to the full like pleading the case yet.
Everything seems to be pretty hard, loose, and fast here.
Okay. All right, Trunks, hard, loose, and fast, go.
Oh. All right.
Are we representing ourselves? Oh God.
Yeah.
Where's our?
Pretty much.
Where's our?
The crowd gets quiet in anticipation to hear what you guys have to say.
All right.
Wait. Kaduka, take the thing and then pose as if you're trying to sneak away with the thing and got caught. And then we'll do the. I bet you're wondering how I got here.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll pose with like a fake Varcon.
Can we motion to like the people running the lights just to be like bring the lights down so it's very dark?
Yeah, as you guys do stuff, they seem to kind of just try to like set whatever mood you guys are like putting out there and like effects and stuff.
Lower
there's like a the lights all go down, and like you see like projected. There's like some like the workshops that you are around, like up on the dome.
All right, Kaduka, you do your sneaking, and then we're gonna do the cop part. Who's ready for the sound effects?
Kaduka, give me a stealth check.
Okay.
To okay, so yeah, like you like start walking and doing your sneak thing with the Varcon. Who does what else?
Like Rispert's waiting for the cue to like point at the spotlight to shine him out, basically.
Yeah, and a spotlight like comes down on Kaduka, just completely illuminating you. People are surprised because you were able to, like, in the darkness, you were actually able to get pretty far away from where you were before the spotlight gets shown on you, and everybody's like, "Oh, he's over there now!" Like,
like take a piece of metal and like run it on the like stage so it makes like a scratch noise. It's like, all right, Trunks, this is your cue.
Oh, okay.
You're the narrator.
Bree would
Yeah.
pretend to be the cops catching Kaduka. She would like run over and like take his arms behind his back and take the Varcon from him, like kind of thing.
Gotcha.
All right.
Yeah, do an
That's us.
athletics check. Sorry, do an athletics check for your like, Okay, yeah, you're like real good at like snatching this thing and like grabbing Kaduka's arms and like putting him in like behind his back.
Ow.
Go ahead, Trunks.
That's us. You're probably wondering how we got here. Wow. Let me tell you a little story about 6 Yosoki.
Risper starts waving their arms all over the place to get the like lights to start spiraling around the stage to do kind of like a reminiscing, like going back in time kind of thing.
There's like everything kind of like Scooby-Doo fate dissolves. Like, oh,
I found some talcum powder in my bag, and I'm just like blowing it all over the stage, so it kind of creates like a
There's a
smoky,
U2
it's like a
guitar
fog
riff.
machine kind of thing.
A U2 guitar riff starts playing.
All right.
Many years ago, the mist drove out the Yosoki and had to cross and get onto an island.
Yeah, and
Wow.
it shows like a tropical island with a bunch of Yosoki like chilling on it. Like,
To survive, they boated onto land and found whatever they could. Berries, mines, and ores. Eventually, the mist got aggressive, and they were attacked by a dragon.
and then like there's like a lot of oohing and awing. You say attacked by a dragon.
And then,
Oh, is it gonna be like
Nice.
launching the fireworks to try to incorporate it into the dragon?
I love it. Trunks, give me a performance, and Kaduka give me what would that be?
Crafting.
Yeah, give me crafting. Yeah, that sounds good.
it's okay.
Ooh. Okay.
All right. Yep. People were like, they were kind of just taken in what you were saying, but you weren't hearing a whole lot. But once you said dragon and Kaduka lights off the fireworks, everybody's you see people like stand up. You can almost hear people be like dragon, 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 like around the whole arena.
Many lives were lost, but the community of the Yosoki came together and revitalized the tree, and the tree blasted away all of the mist in the surrounding area, getting rid of all of the Saru, and the dragon had to fly away in order to stay with the mist.
Ooh, ah. People ooh and ah, and as like the effects like start to clear, Tinksy McObjection walks up and says, "Likely story.
Wait
There
your
was
turn!
a dragon."
Do we have any evidence of
It
the
was an
dragon?
ice dragon.
I don't know. Do you?
Do we have any like scales or teeth that we might have picked up?
I don't think so.
No, because like we never actually engaged it directly, right? It was more of a we were hiding from it before it was pushed away. The unfortunate people that did come into contact with it, we don't know what happened to them.
Right.
Now, some of you may have been thinking, a dragon? How is that possible? But if I told you 2 weeks ago that the mist was going to disappear, would you think that too?
That's a good point. Good point. Good point.
Yeah, it all happened together. And then after burying loved ones and picking up the town, we thought the best thing would be able to return to the community we once lived in and pick up the remaining
Heirlooms.
heirlooms and trinkets that was left behind in the rush. And we ventured forward, and we found this city in all of its amazement.
Spirit like moves the arms to like try to point the lights outwards, pointing at like all the different like huts and everything growing out of the side of the trees, like illuminating the city.
Greeted by such a friendly community and such dazzling performances, like Lavidavicus's introduction as we first entered.
He like strokes his beard and he's like, "It is pretty amazing."
The synesthesia's outward performance that is unlike anything that has ever been seen on our island.
Woo!
Yeah,
We thought
like Whispered's like waving their arms like at the crowd, like yeah, let's hear it for. Still trying to work the crowd, and the lights are getting confused.
what a beautiful and advanced society we found ourselves in. But then we lost a friend. And off to find that friend we went. Where could he have gone? Well, it was late.
When he was talking about the city being great, I'm gonna launch another firework.
They all ooh and ah. Ooh, ah.
This is a flower.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
true.
nice. It's a flower.
As we were wandering, we saw one of the Larkins short out. Something weird had happened. So, just keep that in the back of your mind. Anyways, we kept searching for our friend.
Can I have
And then
the prosecutor's roll?
Oh, for fortitude save?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
It's only one round, but still.
Once they critically fail.
Ooh, they rolled pretty good.
Ah,
They've
shit.
seen dazzling displays before.
Yeah, it's true.
As we finally catch up to loot while we're on the search, things are being flying around like a ghost. A poltergeist is just tossing things around and is grabbing and chucked one of these Larkins off the tree and it explodes on the ground.
Yeah, they make like an explosion.
Can Whisper
In order to
like,
investigate,
make
Oh,
an explosion too in this one? Like an actual
absolutely,
just
yeah.
massive flame pillar up in the air?
Yeah, people are like, ooh. Yeah, like go ahead and make like an attack roll,
Okay.
like with one of your elemental
Ooh.
blast kind of thing.
Kind of like the could do like flying flame, but instead of having it as like a damaging focused flame, make it like a big wide kind of flame.
Yeah,
Just like
yeah. Excellent. Yeah. Yeah. People ooh and ah at that. Like the gnomes over the table are like trying to keep up with you guys doing your own effects.
Yeah, so being unsuccessful in our chase and being unable to see the culprit, we also decided to look into the Varkins to gain a better understanding of how this is such an advanced place works. So we looked to borrow one to see if there's anything happening with these things. And then, whoop whoop! That's how we got here today.
wait, you forgot to mention the part where we were chasing somebody stealing them.
Did I not just say that with the...
No,
he
you
grabbed
said we
them
were
and then
looking
tossed
into
one off to the
this.
side?
Oh wait, no, yeah, you did. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, Tinksy Mix Objection says, likely story. Invisible gnomes? Dragons? Coming all this way for mere trinkets? I think they're hiding something.
What, are you trying to say a gnome isn't smart enough to know how to be invisible?
Ooh. You're saying gnomes aren't smart enough to be invisible?
That's what you said.
I'm rubber and you're glue.
Oh no.
And
Quick,
I'm about to
stenographer, can you
find
play that
some
back for us,
clues.
please? God damn it.
There's a gnome over there with like just trying to write as fast as they can.
It was an etch-a-sketch. Just.
Like they have to even do the like asterisk explosions, asterisk crowd oohs, ahs. Like they're keeping up with even the sound effects.
You know, that disruption of yours, dropping that Varkon from so far up, it caused. Did everybody hear about that? There's like, like some acknowledgement. It caused a sheer event.
Oh, a what?
Sheer event, of course. You wouldn't know the nomenclature. Sheer stands for sudden high energy release event. Scorch marks on the tree trunk providing structural support to the city was damaged.
We didn't drop that though.
Objection.
Pursuing the person that dropped it.
Objection.
Oh yeah, you have an objection?
How can you link the scorch marks to what we did?
Because we investigated it soon after. It was still burning when they got there.
Let's hear it for the Canopy firefighters.
She looks really mad. She's like, yes, let's hear it for the firefighters who saved our city from wanton
From
destruction.
the invisible gnome who tried to destroy it.
I also think that it's suspicious. We've got two of you, Yusoki, that haven't said anything this whole time. Hiding
Spotlights
something?
move over.
Just looking at Loot and Thresh.
I just blow more of the talcum powder across the stage.
You're just
What
like
is that supposed to be? What is that
like
even
smoke
supposed
bomb.
to be?
Yeah, I just throw the rest of it on the stage and run behind, like, behind the curtain.
Hiding, obviously displaying guilt. And this one, Miss Flower Snuffed? Your parents have been living here. Loyal Yosoki, loyal to the city and their
I
wayward
don't
daughter.
care. I don't care about you. I don't care what you have to say. I don't care about my family sitting there in the tree. I don't care if I get banished. Because you know why? I come here with my only friend, my only family, gets kidnapped in this hellhole of a city, driven by some random currency that doesn't have any kind of foundation in anything. And then now I'm here and I'm supposed to put on a show because we tried to take something that we thought we could learn how to fix it for you guys, for you people who are making us put on a little song and dance when nobody is out looking for my friend. You guys don't care about us. You only care about your own entertainment and your own self-interest, and I don't want to participate in this pony show.
Give me a diplomacy check. There's a lot of like,
It's like
mouths
time.
being covered. Margaret is
Ooh.
back there doing this. Margaret's like, but then like there's like all this like, oh, and like,
Slow clap.
yeah, like there's somebody. You hear a slow clap start, right? And you
Yeah,
look
Riss-
over, and it is Lute's parent.
Yeah. Whisper like turns around, trying to work the crowd again, like arms outstretched, is like, "Where is our justice?"
And this slow clap overtakes the entire arena as everybody is like applauding, and like your parents are giving you like a thumbs up.
I lean over to Trunks and I go, should I launch the finale?
Yeah.
All right, and I'm gonna launch the rest of my.
Okay, yeah, yeah, and they like they add like more digital fireworks like up in the canopy, and like the third lawyer like is trying to get words in, but is getting drowned out by like all of the clapping that and cheering. Like people are like there's people like visibly like crying, like like wiping like tears away, like hugging each other.
Man, we should be in the theater. Like we're sort of saying that to everybody else.
We
Everything-
rest our case.
Everything
Yes.
starts to die down with, you know, you guys had like, you know, some like interesting storytelling going on, and you had some like, you know, good narration, and you had some acting, and you had some pyrotechnics, followed by like an impassioned speech at the end. Like it made for good entertainment. Everyone seems to be thoroughly entertained.
Did our defense counsel like not speak that whole time?
Oh, that wasn't her function apparently. Like
Oh.
she was back in the back, like with the controls. Like
Like it just occurred to me that we've been like defending ourselves the whole time against the three like accusers. And I'm like, wait a second, we're supposed to have attorneys, right?
the third lawyer is like, excuse me, objection. I didn't get a chance to speak. And Blavadavicus looks down at him and says, "I think the time for that has passed. Don't you think?" And he like tightens his tie and he says, "I suppose."
Luke,
All right.
y'all overruled.
We've seen what we've seen here today, and I think I'm prepared to make a final judgment. But I will let my colleagues go first. Please illustrious Crank Sprocket. And he stands up and he looks at you and he says, execution.
When he says that, can I intimidate him? Just by staring him down in the eyes
Yeah, please.
through my skull mask.
Make an intimidation check as the crowd gasps, shocked.
This will have a. Oh, here, no, I can do intimidation.
Oh, so you pull the mask down
Yeah.
and look, and
Oh.
as you're looking in, he goes, oh, execution. And he falls back in his chair.
Heart attack.
Dead.
Oh god, you scared
They,
him to death!
they grab him and they shake him a bit, and they pull something out, and Blavidavicus.
The gurney.
I quickly put my skull mask up and I lower my eyes and that's never happened before. Oh.
Everybody's shocked. People are screaming and crying. Ah! And then he's like, execution.
Does his vote count if
Did
he's
they just Narcan him?
Yeah, pretty much.
Magical Narcan.
They shot him up his nose.
Oh my god.
The wand up the nose.
And Giolata says, yes, well, I think that was a compelling testimony, and my vote is that they are not guilty.
Yeah.
Everybody, there's a lot of clapping. And Blavidavicus says, I have to admit, I thought exile, banishment was suitable. And I don't think you are completely innocent. I think you did disturb some of the peace. I think there's evidence to show that minor, overblown damage occurred. My vote is for a light community service. And there's a lot of
I mean,
we should probably
that's
plead
what
to
we were
have.
trying to do. Is
Yeah, I think we were trying to get
serve
off on
this
no
community. So
Well-
we are perfectly happy to serve this community.
Yeah,
but
public
we do
service
need to
will
find
catch the criminal.
first.
What was that, Risprit?
Public service will catch the criminal while we're saving our friend.
The Arcane Council will confer. Give us one moment.
I'm getting Zoolander vibes from that guy.
Can't turn left.
Blue steel.
The Trunks is gonna have a stare off of Zoolander.
They come back. Dippity Giolata says, we understand that you are looking for your companion, and we will put forth efforts to help you find them and bring whoever captured them to justice. But while we are initiating those actions, we do want you to take care of whatever it is down there haunting the Warrens. If you can do that, you have our full support and a pardon.
Wait, Whisper grabs the metal plate again, does the record scratch sound. I was like, wait, what do you mean, you're haunting the Warrens?
He's talking about the Cheshire
Tired.
Cat.
Oh,
Chunk smiles.
The
There's-
thing that keeps destroying the robot.
There's something destroying our Bark Rangers. we would like that to stop. You are hereby on a sort of probation. You're free to come and go, and take whatever preparations you may need to go down there and eliminate whatever it is that is destroying the Bark Rangers.
We'll do you one better. We're not on probation, we're on a mission.
People are like, ooh. There's like cheers.
Did that sound good?
Ah!
Like, I don't know how, if it's coming
It
off.
was a little forward. It was a little forward.
Little forward? Okay.
A little forward.
We're coming on.
A
strong.
mission it is. Your mission, should you choose to accept, or as you need to accept.
We do.
Please. You are free to go. People are like, ah, ah, ah.
The crowd's losing it.
Margaret runs up and says, kids, you did so good. Ah, I might as well be an astronomer based on
I thought
how
you were
many
gonna help us
stars I
present.
find.
These two are in the theater. Like, Rupert points to
That's so
Salute to Trunks.
I was over there manning the controls, babies. All right, now all you got to do is, I don't know, something about whacking some kind of ghost down there or something. I don't know.
Yeah. About our friend who's kidnapped. Loot?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's weird thing that.
I'm looking around. Do I see Zephyrington anywhere?
Yeah, Zephyrington is actually near your is sitting next to Lute's parents.
Okay. Because we did ask him to look into Saeed, so I'd want to talk to him to see if he found anything.
Yeah, Lute's parents and Zeph run out to you. Zeph says, "Hey, you guys did great. I mean, I was even kind of getting into it.
Nice.
Those lawyers, what a bunch of goobers."
I'm just imagining while like all the fireworks and like the screaming was going on, there's like a camera cut to Spud being tied up, just like chewing on some hay, like some celebrations in the background. He's just like, no.
Just not even paying attention.
Yeah.
You're just like in the distance, you hear all this, like rockets and everything and fireworks, and he just.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, what do you guys do at this point?
Hmm.
Oh, I gonna look into your friend's situation. All right. Gonna look into the Varkon situation. Just you know, I got all the information about where you last saw him and stuff. So I think I got some gadgets I might be able to use.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm not like an investigator or anything. But I'll do what I can. Hopefully I'll have something for you by the time you get back from taking care of whatever that thing is down there.
In the meantime, to help you on your task, listen to this. And like Rupert pulls out the stone of encouragement and just holds it up to him.
Yeah, and it says, "You can do it."
See?
Wow, I suddenly feel more confident.
We're counting on you.
Strange.
Yes, it is.
Elara Flower Snuff says, "I'm really glad that you all fared as well as you did. We were really afraid, especially when Crank Sprocket execution. Really, nobody's been executed here.
Yeah, look into
Is he
that
right in the
because
brain?
maybe there was a reason he wanted to execute us.
Yeah, maybe he's not just old.
I mean, maybe he's behind something like Saeed's disappearance or the gnome that stole the Varkons in the first place.
Zeph says, yeah, okay, well, yeah, maybe I'll start there. Maybe somehow I can poke around and see. Um, hmm.
Just
Be
Be
remember.
careful,
nice if you
don't
could see
get
invisible
yourself in
things.
trouble.
Yeah, if only you could see invisible stuff. Because careful, there's somebody out there that's running around invisible and doing stuff.
Hey, honestly, if they execute me, I'll just go back with you guys. I kind of almost had it with this place.
Okay.
I mean, Rack and I would be happy to have you.
Well, don't die while we're gone, please.
I'll be careful. I have to know. Look, as you guys showed up, I was in a pretty bad spot. We've been stuck in this stupid village for 20 years. Everybody's losing their minds.
We can tell.
Nobody cares about anything but entertainment, basically just distractions. And I don't think they even know how they would know how to reintegrate into the world at large. Not that my people are very well traveled or anything, but some of us do want to get out there. And if you guys cleared some of the mist, you guys destroyed the mist. Like, I want to do whatever I can to help you guys out. Like, I'll be your, gnome on the ground or whatever.
For now, you're our gnome in the tree.
Your gnome in the tree. You got it.
Just don't make like a tree and leave us alone.
Oh boy.
All right, let's go on our suicide mission.
I got another one.
Finn Flowersnop says, please, take care down there. The thing is, those Bark Rangers are pretty well constructed. I've seen them. They're pretty good. Just take care. If something's destroying them, then it's something pretty nasty.
I'm gonna say nasty is our specialty, but I don't like how that sounds.
Yeah, I mean, we did kill a hag on the way here.
Hag?
We did?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did do that. It was the one that seemed like a lost traveler that led us back to a hut and then tried to kill and eat us.
Yeah, and then the hut disappeared the next morning.
Chunks
Yeah.
goes through his hit notes.
Yeah, Trunks, you were there.
Horrifying.
Well, I mean, she's gone now. Although,
Or so
do
we
hags
think.
come back? Do we need to, like...
Yeah, would any of us have like knowledge of hags, like how they operate? If only we had someone with esoteric knowledge. If only someone could give us a sign! Like Rispert screams at the canopy above.
34.
34. You don't think you've never heard anything about hags like coming back. Like, that's not like a thing. You have heard of all kinds of creatures that if you don't kill them in the right way, they'll come back. You've never heard anything like that with hags. You do know that there's generally multiple of them that they tend to work in small groups called covens, and through their cooperation tend to have more abilities. They're the more dangerous if you have a coven of hags. But that finding a solo one isn't unheard of.
Okay.
But you think if you killed her, you think she's probably dead.
All right. Yeah. Hags, if they're dead, they're dead.
Oh.
But there might have been more around.
How far away did we encounter that hag? Was that like a couple days?
It was a few days away, yeah.
Okay.
About 20 kilometers in that direction.
Was it on the other side of the mountain that we had to go around and through?
Yeah.
I think it was before we got to the mountain. Like we were camping outside before we went in or something like that.
You went in and you came out on an entrance that, because there was like a fork in the road inside the canyon, you came out in a different entrance that was kind of on the same side of the mountain range, and then you went north and up and around.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
And that's where you found the hag.
So don't go near that mountain over there.
Look at their
In that
shadow.
Yeah, you guys have been like making a map, so you'd basically be able to point out to them like where the hag was.
All right.
Anyways, I gotta question some of the people about what's been happening so I can get an idea of what's down below.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need data.
Yeah, do you have a relevant feat for that or ability?
No.
Or are you just gonna do a
I was just gonna do a general, like...
gather information?
Yeah. See if we can get
Diplomacy?
anything more than what we already know. Diplomacy?
Alright. Yeah, I think that's what gather information
Gather
is.
info?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
diplomacy
Okay,
spell.
yeah. Looks like spell.
Or not spell, action.
So diplomacy, regalia, skill. 34.
Damn. Yeah, you go around and you start asking people questions, and you start learning some stuff. You know that those bark rangers tend to be like pulp by the time whatever it is done with them, and that pretty much everything like wood based on them gets completely torn to pieces. You know that people have seen this Cheshire smile. They haven't gotten a good look at what this thing is, and that oftentimes it seems to even be they can hear it laughing with like a cackling laugh from not a far distance, but they think that it may be able to become invisible as well.
Invisible.
Right.
But with that, we are going to call it for the day, right? It's time, right?
It is
I'm not mistaken.
It
That
is
is
indeed.
correct.
Great.
Well, that court appearance went better than I thought it would.
Well, thanks everybody. Thanks for coming. Yeah, it went pretty well. You guys rolled really high. Like there was only one roll that was even like, or like two rolls that were below a 20. Like most of those rolls were pretty high.
Thankfully, we got all the bad ones out early, though it did make me very concerned for how like the rest of the session was gonna go. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna go into court and we're rolling ass.
Yeah, that 29 diplomacy there at the end. I was like thinking, man, if this goes badly, like it's gonna go really badly, like because they're
no.
not gonna be happy about all this stuff that's getting said. But it went well, and it went really well.
It worked out.
Good thing we
So,
played the crowd. I don't ever want to go to one of those courts again. That's awful.
Yeah, this is a deeply silly place.
Yeah. A deeply horrendously silly.
But now, yeah, next time we convene, you guys will be preparing to take on the unknown threat down there. Oh, thanks everybody. This is
Thanks.
exactly what I needed.
Yeah.
I hope everybody had fun.
Heck
Yeah,
yeah.
that was good.
That was a fun one.
Have we ever
Should-
done a you guys on court, like on trial? Like I don't know if we've ever had you guys on trial for something.
Weren't we in
No.
trouble for something on Ragnar Island?
I mean, even with the Stradava.
I almost feel like we did do something. No, I don't think
We
we
did
that
the
one.
theater thing, but it wasn't us on trial thing.
That's true.
Yeah,
you,
I don't think
you
we've
did
ever
put
been
on
on
a play.
And we did
Yeah.
get caught a couple times and like sentenced, like, but not like sentenced with a court. Like when we went.
Didn't we get thrown in jail a couple of times, or a couple of us did?
I feel like the closest we were to a trial was when we went back to meet Homeland for the first time. And
Oh!
Oh,
Did have that.
My ass was on
There's-
trial, that's right.
you were on trial.
There's also when we very first started and we went in the Underdark and we got
Oh.
thrown in prison and kind of put on trial there.
Well, we weren't necessarily
They
thrown
made
in
slaves out of
prison.
you
We
guys.
we were rescued from mind flayers down there, wasn't it? And then they were like, "Hey, we saved you. Now we've
No, they
enslaved you or
definitely had
whatever."
us in prison for a short period of time.
Okay.
Alright, well. Bye, Steve.
Bye,
bye,
stream.
Bye.